Sarah Garvin runs her own bakery in Straven, supplying local people with delicious handmade cakes and biscuits. Sarah set up her business with the help of the Prince's Trust and her mentor, Helen. Today, Helen is here with some unexpected news.
Right, I didn't just come for a hug. I came to tell you this isn't because you're a nominee. You were a nominee.
Oh no, don't waste that crying on it.
And you have won the Pride of Scotland Young Achiever Award.
Oh.
Inspiration that you are.
Oh, stop it, Helen. Thank you. I was going to be self-employed because I had, by the time I was 26, I had like 24 jobs. I had undiagnosed ADHD. I was a late diagnosis, so I was actually diagnosed when I was 27. So just when I was opening up my first shop, I was diagnosed. And so I'd gone through my whole life being diagnosed with like depression, anxiety, OCD, medicated for all these things that weren't, it just wasn't the case. It was ADHD the whole time. But when you've been struggling for 27 years with no answer to why you're struggling, you've tried all the medications, you've tried all the therapies, you've exhausted all other avenues, for somebody to say, you have this and this is why you've been experiencing what you've been experiencing, it genuinely, my body just was like it finally exhaled.
Oh my goodness, her journey has been amazing to watch. First of all, amazing, inspiring, really inspiring. But lots of ups and downs, starting a new business, lots of bumps along the way and lots of learning points, and yeah, she's come through it just amazingly, absolutely amazingly.
Sarah uses the little spare time she does have to be an advocate for women and girls with ADHD, both through her large social media following and speaking at events.
I talk about ADHD a lot on my Instagram and Facebook and stuff. I'm always so open about having ADHD. I'll post my struggles every day almost, and I have lots of people coming back to me saying wow, I'm going to go try and get tested for ADHD. I'm just the same as you, what you're doing, I do. I had quite a few people saying that I make them feel normal, and I'll have parents approach me and say that their children watch me and think that it's so good to see that someone with ADHD has got their own business.
As well as inspiring people on her socials, Sarah also went into secondary schools to work with teenagers who were struggling, including girls with ADHD like her.
So having these girls who were also having the same experience as me, and then me being the adult in the situation, it was like, but it was nice to be able to be the adult in the situation, because when I was younger, I didn't really feel like I had that adult in the situation.
It's been a massive journey in my life, meeting her and working with her. I've learned a lot from her, and I'm incredibly proud of her. She is an inspiration. She's an inspiration to lots of young people, and particularly in what she's hoping to do now, working with the girls and baking.
Sarah is now developing a programme with the Prince's Trust to help marginalised young people in schools.
But since starting the past 3, nearly 4 years, she has gone leaps and bounds. To be where she is now, I cannot be more proud.
So Sarah, the best Empire biscuit, is it in Lanarkshire or Scotland? Is you saying that, or is it who's saying that?
Listen, I just give the people what they want.
It's
not me.
Yeah. I love the moment though in the VT there where you said when you found out, when you finally got diagnosed, and did it feel like a weight lifting, like a kind of...
It did, because I think for every 3 men diagnosed, only 1 woman's diagnosed, and 30 is the average age for a woman to be diagnosed with ADHD. I know I don't look 30, but I'm actually 30 now. And I'm recently diagnosed as well, so it's all new to me, and I'm just learning these things, so I think it's important to talk about it, especially if I've got a wee business and a wee following and people that want to listen.
It's a big following, and you've won a big award as well. So I think if you could say to your teenage self, right, if you could say to her, what advice would you give her?
I say, calm down.
I say that every day to myself, by the way. But
I'm still saying that.
That's right, and to present your award, we have one of Scotland's finest actors. It's Prince's Trust Ambassador. It's Blythe Duff.
Wow, right. What do you want to say here?
I want to say thank you so much for inviting me along to this amazing night. This is extraordinary, humbling. Sarah, I was really fortunate. When I was 19, I got a Prince's Trust. I didn't realise I was underprivileged, but I was. And I got a grant to go to the Scottish Youth Theatre from the Prince's Trust. And the Scottish Youth Theatre then gave me my first professional job. So both organisations have a really special place in my heart, and I'm sure that's the same for you. And I don't think you should ever underestimate going into schools, what an extraordinary thing it is. A lot of us in this room probably were very fortunate that we had theatre companies going into schools, which inspired us to go on and go into the business. That doesn't happen anymore. So anytime somebody who comes from an organisation, who has got skills, who has gone through and everything that you've gone through to get to where you are, I think young people really, really connect with it, and I'm sure they really do when you walk in there. And the only other thing I would say to you is, I can't cook, I can't bake, so could you come round to my house? And if you could bring the Empire biscuits, that would be even better.
Indeed, indeed.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you so much.